Good morning to everyone, and welcome to a regular meeting of a panel of utility commissioners and staff of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority held today, Wednesday, July 12th, 2023 at 10 a.m. by remote teleconference. My name is Chairman Marissa Gillette, and I'm joined virtually today by my colleagues, the Vice Chairman Jack Lukowski and Commissioner Michael Karen. We have a regular calendar and a consent calendar in front of us today. We'll turn first to our regular calendar, on which there are 3 items. The first being docket number 980226, the application of Public Interest Network Services, Inc. for a certificate of public convenience and necessity. And we'll turn to authority staff, Mr. Skarzinski, to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Yes, thank you, and good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Bukowski, and Commissioner Karen. Thank you for the opportunity to present docket 980226 to the panel this morning. First, I just would like to mention that this decision is being presented to the panel today to correct an administrative oversight and to update our records. On July 8th, 1998, the authority granted the request of Public Interest Network Inc. Services Inc. or PINS to operate as a switchless reseller of interstate communications services in Connecticut, and issued the company a certificate of public convenience and necessity, or CPCN. By letter dated December 23rd, 2015, Cornerstone Telephone Company LLC, its subsidiary PINS, and X5 OpCo LLC informed the authority of a mutually negotiated asset purchase agreement. As part of the proposed transactions, PINS customers' Connecticut subscriber accounts and other assets would be transferred to X5 OpCo Company effective around the end of January of 2016. PINS requested that the authority cancel its CPCN following the close of the transaction, and it was seamless to customers. On October 6, 2017, the company is notified that the authority that the transaction was successfully completed on February 29th of 2016. On June 21st, 2023, the authority issued its proposed final decision to revoke PINS CPCN pursuant to Connecticut General Statute 1624-247 GG. The company has voluntarily requested relinquishment of this license, but however, the authority was statutorily obligated to offer the company the right to a hearing. No hearing was requested, and therefore I recommend this to the panel for adoption and that PINS CPCN be revoked. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Skarzinski. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
Second.
Thank you. This decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, I would ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. The second item on today's regular calendar is docket number 230543, the application of JAD Associates LLC for a Connecticut Electric Aggregator Certificate of Registration. We'll turn to Authority Attorney Patrick Fryer for a presentation of the decision for the panel's consideration.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, Commissioners. This is a delegated docket to the Office of Education Outreach and Enforcement involving an application for approval of an electric aggregator certificate of registration by JAD Associates LLC. As part of the application process, JAD Associates was required to provide all contracts JAD Associates has with suppliers licensed in Connecticut. JAD Associates only provided a contract with one supplier. The authority indicated in its decision in several recent aggregator dockets that the applicants that obtain rates from only one supplier and enrolls customers with only one supplier is considered an agent of that supplier, and the law precludes aggregators from acting as agents of suppliers. As a result, JAD Associates is deemed an agent of a supplier. Equally as important, the applicant must recognize that it solely represents customers in this process and has the responsibility of acting as the customer's agent and working in the customer's best interest. Upon review of the application and the contradictory interrogatory responses in relation to residential customers, it appears the company lacks such understanding, thereby preventing the granting of an aggregator certificate. Therefore, authority staff recommends adoption of this decision to the panel.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion?
I move adoption, Madam Chairman.
And second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. There are no questions or comments. I'd ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
yes,
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. The third item on today's regular calendar is docket number 230550, the application of Robert Anderson for a Connecticut Electric Aggregator Certificate of Registration. We'll turn to Authority Attorney Kate Keenan for a presentation of the decision for the panel's consideration.
Good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Bukowski, and Commissioner Karen. The decision in docket number 230550 is regarding Robert Anderson's application for an electric aggregator certificate of registration. The authority's Office of Education Outreach and Enforcement and authority decisional staff reviewed the application pursuant to section 16-245 subsection L of the General Statutes of Connecticut. In the application, Robert Anderson responded that many items requested were not applicable to the company. Additionally, in its responses to interrogatories, Robert Anderson repeatedly stated that it has no desire to be an aggregator. Robert Anderson also failed to demonstrate through its application or responses to interrogatories that it is capable or cognizant of the responsibilities associated with the electric aggregator certificate of registration for which Robert Anderson has applied. Accordingly, based on Robert Anderson's responses provided in the application and two interrogatories and its stated desire not to be an aggregator, the authority denies Robert Anderson's application for an electric aggregator certificate of registration. Importantly, nothing in this decision nor in the motion number 16 ruling in docket number 140720 REO1 prevents Robert Anderson from being an agent to an electric supplier. Authority staff recommend adoption of the decision to the panel. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Attorney Keenan. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
the second,
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. Questions, comments?
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
yes,
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We'll turn next to our consent calendar, in which there are 3 items. Is there a motion, please?
Madam Chairman, I move today's consent calendar items 1 through 3.
I second it.
Thank you, gentlemen. The consent calendar has been regularly moved and seconded. Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes,
Thank you. The consent calendar has been adopted in full. That brings us to the end of today's regular meeting agenda. We will adjourn. I will remind folks that there is not a regular meeting next Wednesday, July 19th. The next time we will convene for a regular meeting is Wednesday, July 26th at 10 a.m. by remote teleconference. Thank you and have a great day.